continuité d'homme. Temporary bottom, reversal. Ramp it and pay and apply flag. Utile to sleep. Load the Korea full. Breaking pin kicks the bottom. Drop off the volume. Dump it again. Push sideways. Print 100 million Ether when it goes to sleep. Then pump it. Load at it. Sideways until it sleeps, then crash it with the exact same Korea fund. Get Vitalik on the lane. Pump at around 421 and then break him up. Okay. Load the flip on in trade. Crash it. Activate quantum immortality. Now print 200 million Tether. We are, let him in. Pump it. Kill him. Transfer everything. And then find the notaire.
All right, guys, it is Blockchain coming at you with an exciting announcement. I am going to be doing another masterclass giveaway this February. So for the entire month long, for every single I guess we'll comment, like, and subscribe. So you have to have all three of those, but for every single comment on the videos, you will actually be entered into a drawing for a free masterclass. So I've done a couple, did a couple last year, but this is my first one this year. So all February long, make sure you guys comment, subscribe, and like the video. And just in regards to supporting the channel, I will be doing a drawing at the end of the month for one free masterclass. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the charts, guys. It is Blockchain, aka Corey, my real name, coming at you with another Bitcoin technical analysis update. For those of you who are new to my channel, we are starting off my website, blockchaintratrading.com. Link is below. Make sure you guys jump over there, check it out. Biggest thing is right here, my #1 trading strategy that is completely free. Get this little get in touch button. I'll actually send you a video demonstration of my #1 trading strategy of how to set it up, what to look for, and how to implement it for yourself. Of course, we got some blockchain TA gear, as well as the exclusive Discord where I do post updated technical analysis, and where actually over 1,000 traders are in currently, many of them full-time professionals. So if you would like to get better at your trading, or even I guess go down the road of potentially helping some others as well, make sure you guys get in here to the Discord and become a full-time professional trader for yourself if you are not already. And then we also have the masterclass right here that actually giving away completely free this month for the one lucky winner. All you need to do is subscribe, comment, and smash the likes on this video, and you'll automatically have a free entry for this masterclass right here. So pretty awesome stuff. And then of course Elliott Wave, which is my primary technical analysis. If you want to master Elliott Wave, great course to do so, to go through the ins and outs and to completely master it, to be able to apply it for yourself. So cool. All right, let's dive into the charts real quick, guys. So this is actually a chart that I posted in the Discord earlier today. Right here, I was looking for an entry. I was able to get in, but in the smaller time frame, we moved down into 3 waves. So actually, I did take a little bit of profit on that guy. And you can see that we moved right back up to the top of the stop loss here at that R1. I did have another small entry right there as well. And you can see that we are moving down for this potential C wave that I was looking for to potentially play out. back down here to roughly 47K. So we can actually update. Let me take this off, make it a little bit easier here. So if we update this guy here, bottom of the channel doesn't exactly put us in a great spot from a fib perspective. Yeah, when I say bottom of the channel, and we go back to a higher time frame here, that we've just been kind of dancing around in for quite some time. We were looking at a couple different scenarios yesterday in regards to this potentially being impulsive. Well, that definitely fizzled out, right in here. We just definitely didn't get any kind of continuation, so more of a 1-2, 1-2 pattern. We can also see that we came down in a 3-wave move right here. And looks to be, we bounced up in more of a 3-wave corrective for an A, B, and then a C right here. So I'm looking for some continuation, potentially to the bottom of the channel. If not pretty close to it, we have the 1, which is actually slightly above it at the 47,450 mark, in which, we can go, if we, snug it up a little bit. We have a small little wick, but we have that other candle there on the 15-minute that can potentially work as a touch point with a small wick under it. So we definitely are consolidating, just kind of, again, just bouncing back and forth, really within this channel here, and really looking for a break in regards to, one way or another to really just get some continuation. If you look on a higher time frame on some of these indicators here, you can see that we're staying in the bullish control zone here on the RSI. And we are back above our fast moving EMA, trying to find the support as well as on top of the bullish control zone of that channel there as well. If we go to the 8-hour, this is actually fairly typical of a 4th wave when we see this kind of stuff in regards to the indicators. Where we kind of just slowly climbing higher, just bouncing around all over the place, while the RSI comes down and resets. So I'm looking for another leg down and touch the bottom of our volume band here, and then looking for a potential wave to take off. On the higher time frame, I'm looking at this as a 1, 2, 3, this whole thing as a 4, and then with a 5th leg up here to get us up to roughly 62K. So I think it's going to be a pretty big breakout to the upside, but we just haven't gotten there yet. Really just kind of consolidating, letting some of these indicators reset. Let's go back to the 1 hour here. All right. So yeah, like I said, I'm looking for one more little leg down. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if we, let me take some of these other fibs off here. So we have this right here at the 1. We also have this, I believe that's on the 50 EMA right there on the 1 hour that we could potentially touch and bounce off of. So that's one that we want to watch and pay attention to. And if this is really a WXY, just a complex correction, if we take the trend extension, right above it, it's the 618. Yeah, right above it we have the 618. 786 is that other one, really at that other 100 EMA, I believe it looks like 1-to-1, which is slightly above the channel. Not above the channel. It's actually right above the daily R2 resistance point, which is that green line right there at 45.6. So this is a pretty interesting zone that I'd want to watch and pay attention to, because we could potentially do a false breakout to the downside where we get our move down, and then we just get our move up to 62K basically for what I am looking for. So again, this is the 2 hour. We get the 1-to-1, and then we can go all the way down to the 1.618 at basically 43K to 42,500, which is right here. This is the weekly R3 resistance point that we can potentially go back down and take a look at and potentially test. Yeah, I personally don't think we'll get quite that low. I'm leaning more towards a false breakout of this trend line here and come down and retest the daily potentially, and then that would be enough to reset it to ultimately blast off. So I'm looking for a little bit more continuation to the downside, but I think it is short term, and I think it is temporary, to the downside. But we also want to watch and pay attention to. Let me go into a 5-minute and see what we can see on this wave structure here. Because what's also interesting that we can potentially do for a bullish count is if this is our 1, this be our 2, with our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 4, and then up for our 5th. So that can potentially be an impulsive count, where basically we're coming down for our wave 2, and if that's the case, let's just see where that puts us. If that's our low right there. Let's see. All right, so wave 3 would put us right here at 53K, and wave 5 would get us up here to 56. So let's see, 15-minute. Yeah, we are getting ready to test the bottom of the bearish control zone here. So that is actually a scenario that we also need to pay attention to. We have the pivot right here at 48.9. So being a lot of this has been corrective. We need to see in regards to how we react really within this zone right here. And if we get a 5-leg move to the upside, that can potentially be our continuation to where we can be looking at our 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our 5, and that's if things don't get overextended. If we get anything overextended, like I said, I was looking at the basically 62K. Let's add in, let's see. Yep, 4.618 puts us right there at the 62.4K, which also matches up with the higher time frame wave 5. So, and if we do break 50K, I imagine we'd get pretty bullish at that point, because it's been pretty heavy resistance that we've been consolidating under. So this is actually a pretty important move that we can potentially take off from here in the very near future, like within the next, I don't know, I'd probably say 10 hours or so. So that's something we need to watch and pay attention to. But right here in this zone is, really what we want to watch and look forward to see how we react, and how we can potentially go. And it's easy, even as simple enough as bouncing off of this pivot right here, basically at 49K again. If we get another 5-wave leg up, I would actually honestly look for continuation on the high onto start making new highs and get up to potentially that 53.5 to the 56, and then potentially the 62 mark after that. So spend a little bit more time on Bitcoin than really what I wanted to, but just wanted to go over an in-depth analysis of a higher time frame and a shorter time frame. But right here in this zone for this couple $1,000 is really what we want to watch and pay attention to. We'll take a quick look at some of these other ones that we were watching before. So SUSHI getting a little bit of a move to the downside, and kind of same thing where this can easily be a ABC connection right here for boom, boom, boom. And you can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it starts with 5, it's got to end with 5. So SUSHI has a cleaner count of this starting off impulsive. Looks like it wants a little bit further downside, but then we'll look for continuation back to the upside. First target again for sushi is $33. I think it's definitely got room to run. And our invalidation is if we break below 12.8 on Bitcoin. Our again invalidation is if we break below the start, which is basically 47,750, we'll call it. If we break below that, that's our invalidation of a wave one. So same thing with sushi. Looks like it has a pretty similar setup to where this can be a wave one, or we can be looking at if it starts with 5, it ends with 5, whether it's an ABC or an impulsive wave up. Doge, again, we're kind of hanging around this descending trend line right here. Higher time frame. Again, nice consolidation. Even you can start to see the bullish divergence printing, all the way back from, where were we at when we were this low? Pretty much half of a penny, 0.006 from the RSI. You can see that again, we're not quite that low, but we are just about there on the RSI. So it's just been slow grind to completely reset, but looking for a move to 17 to potentially 31 cents again in the very, very near future on Doge. EOS, yep, we were looking for a similar thing. This to me looks like overall it's that wave 4 that we're looking at. This pivot has been holding for 4.3. We'll be looking for another leg up to 6.9 and then 7.8 after that. But same thing, we're seeing a nice little bullish divergence print on the higher time frames, as well as some of the lower time frames as well. And DOT. Man, DOT has just been a monster. Just a monster. All right, so I was looking for continuation to the upside, which we definitely did get. Let's see, so if this would be our wave 1, these are our targets for it. So yeah, 31. I'm going to look for continuation up to $43 roughly for DOT on this move. I'd count this is our 1, this is our 2, 1, 2, 3. I kind of threw it off. I went down too far, but potentially to call this the 3. This is the 4th, and then going up for a 5th right now. So I'd look for a stop at 37, and then continuation potentially to 43. So roughly right in there. So cool. All right, guys, that is ETH. I got to take a quick look at ETH. I was going to call it because we're at 15 minutes, but we'll take a quick look at ETH. Yeah, ETH, kind of similar thing. If you go back and look, again, we have this, I'd call this WXY correction and more of this ascending wedge here with our 5-wave move up to the upside. We can be looking at this as a 5-wave move here, or this whole thing potentially B-wave for a 3-wave connector for a W, X, and a Y, I'd call it. And then we have another 5-wave move to the upside. Again, higher time frames. We've been consolidating on top of this trend line, with us going back down and testing the bearish control zone on the 4-hour. This can be the start. So if we had this as our A, B, and a C, this guy here, this could be our 1, our 2, and then go for a 3, 4, and a 5. Overall target, I honestly next stop I think for ETH is that $2,500 mark for ETH. I think there's huge upside on this next wave and this next leg up for ETH. I think it's going to be quite strong and quite significant. as it goes through. So all looking quite strong, quite bullish. Healthy consolidation and strong areas to establish as support before we, in my opinion, look for another large leg to the upside. So I think it's a matter of time, and I think it's in the near future, like within the next 24 hours, we start to see some of these break towards some new higher highs. So cool, guys, that's what I got. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the Discord, and remember, smash the likes, hit that subscribe, and comment below.